A police officer hiring assessment test is designed to evaluate candidates' suitability for the law enforcement roles. This test typically includes physical fitness tests, written exams, and assessing knowledge of candidates in legal and procedural aspects of policing, as well as psychological evaluation to gauge candidates' mental and emotional stability. Situational judgment tests and background checks may also be used as part of the assessment to ensure individual meets necessary standards and ethical criteria for a career in law enforcement. In addition to law enforcement skills, candidate also might be tested on various cognitive and soft skill questions to better understand candidates' communication, analytical skills, and ability to interpret the information. In this video, we will walk through real sample questions step by step, so you will not only know what to expect, but also learn how to tackle each part with confidence. I'll share with you the correct answers, detailed explanation, and helpful strategies to boost your chances of passing the test. The questions appear in random order, so I recommend watching the entire video to get the most practice and insight. Before we begin, let me introduce myself. My name is Vadim Mihalenko. I hold an MBA and master's degree in computer science. I've worked in the information technology field for over 20 years, and I've spent more than 15 years teaching people how to succeed in their careers. I created online training for everyone and the website howtoanalyzedata.net to help people like you pass interview and assessment test and get you hired for your dream job. If you're short on time and need to prepare quickly for a pre-employment exam, check out the premium practice materials linked in the description and comments below. Many people successfully pass their tests after using videos like this. Hopefully it will help you too. Before we jump in, make sure to click subscribe and stay updated on the latest questions. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. If you have any questions, drop them in comments. I reply to every message. And now, let's go ahead and get started. Think fast. Can you spot the pattern hiding in plain sight? Here's your challenge. What comes next in the sequence? 2, 4, 8, 16. Take a moment. What's the rule here? This one is all about doubling. Each number multiplies by 2 to get to the next. 2 becomes 4, 4 becomes 8, 8 becomes 16. So 16 times 2, that gives us 32, and the correct answer here is choice B. You throw 4 identical balls with the same speed, but at the different angles. Which ball will travel the farthest horizontally? Let's break it down. 30 degrees stays low. It's fast but shallow. 60 degree goes high but falls back quickly. 90 degree just goes up and drops. So the correct answer here is choice B, 45 degrees. It balances height and distance, giving the longest flight across the field. It's time for a clever code track. Can you reverse the shift? The word risk becomes QHRJ. Using the same rule, what does gain become? Each letter in the word risk steps one spot back. Start with the letter G in the word gain. G becomes F, A becomes Z, I becomes H, and N becomes M. That gives us FZHM, and the correct answer here is choice C, FZHM. Sometimes you gotta step back to move forward. Patterns are everywhere, from nature to numbers. Let's test your eye for details. You're given a sequence of shapes. Each has a mix of vertical and horizontal lines. Can you identify what comes next in this evolving pattern? Look closely. What's increasing? What's decreasing? Think logically. What would the next step look like? If you have picked option D, you nailed it. Here's why. With each step, vertical lines increase by 1, while horizontal lines decrease by 1. That makes D the perfect continuation of the sequence. What happens when employees swap cubicles for couches? You're told, if more employees work remotely, office utility costs have decreased this year. What can be logically concluded? If cost drops when remote work rises and cost did drop, it's logically to connect the two. The most reasonable conclusion, more employees are working remotely, and the correct answer here is choice A. Some questions are all about spotting what doesn't belong. And this one is a shapeshifter. You're looking at 4 shapes. Each one contains a smaller shape inside a border. But only one of them breaks the pattern. Can you figure out which one shape is the odd one out? What are the most important elements that help us detect the pattern? I would say how many shapes and what stands out. Unlike the other choices, which are all 4-sided figures, the choice D features a triangle with only 3 sides, which makes it the odd one out, which means that the correct answer here is option D. Let's take a close look at this simple data-driven question. A bar chart illustrates how students divide their weekly hours among different activities. Your task? Identify which activity ranks second in the time spent. Now let's examine the chart. Focus on the height of each bar. Which one comes in the second place? Let's break it down. Studying and socializing are tied up at the top, each one with 8 hours. Sleeping follows closely behind at 7 hours. That places it firmly in the second position. And the correct answer here is choice C, sleeping. As you solve this question, imagine you're crafting a powerful story, with each answer being a chapter that brings you closer to the epic conclusion of your success. You're presented with 3 cool-looking expressions. 12 by 34 equals 7. 24 by 61 equals 7 again. And then the last one is 41 by 54 equals the missing number, which you need to calculate and select out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 7 again. Choice B, 8. Choice C, 9. And choice D, 10. Take a moment to carefully think through the problem. I'll provide you with time and some helpful hints along the way to guide you. Let's begin. Time's up. Do you have your answer ready? I hope so, because even though the question seems unsolvable, the pattern here is extremely simple. As you might have guessed, the expressions here are not mathematically correct. 12 multiplied by 34 does not equal to 7. To understand the calculations, you need to add 2 digits to get to the first digit in the second number. Add both digits in the second number to get to the result. Let's look at the first expression. 12 by 34 equals 7. 1 plus 2 equals 3, and 3 plus 4 equals 7. I think we're in the right track here. Let's confirm it with the second expression. 2 plus 4 equals 6, and 6 plus 1 equals 7. Let's switch to the third expression. 4 plus 1 equals 5. And guess what time it is? It's the magic time to calculate the missing number. 5 plus 4 equals 9. So the correct answer here is choice C, 9. But wait, are you ready for more? Here's a question for you to answer. You're presented with 3 expressions. 32 multiplied by 54 equals 9. 14 multiplied by 52 equals 7. And then 12 multiplied by 34 equals the missing number, which you need to calculate and select out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 7. Choice B, 8. Choice C, 9. And choice D, 10. After you're done calculating your answer, post it in comments and I'll provide you with my feedback. Best in luck on this exciting challenge. Famous American philosopher Thomas Paine once observed, "The greatest minds often think in ways that others do not dare to consider." In our pursuit of the solution to this question, let's dare to think differently, pushing our boundaries of conventional thought to explore new possibilities and solve this question. You're presented with 4 shapes. Each shape has a number associated with this. The numbers are 9, 16, 25, and then the 4th shape has the missing number, which you need to calculate and select out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 36, choice B, 49, choice C, 64, and last but not least, choice D, 81. Are you starting to doubt yourself? Well, it's perfectly natural to face challenges during the testing process. Remember that every problem has a solution. With your creativity and determination, I'm confident we'll find it. Let's work through this together as a team. Are you prepared to share your answer? Let's move ahead and see what you've got. And you might be surprised by how simple the solution actually is. To calculate the associated number, you need to determine the number of sides in the shape and square the resulting number to get to the actual number underneath the shape. The first shape is triangle. It has 3 sides, 1, 2, and 3. 3 squared equals 9. Second shape is a square, which has 4 sides. 4 squared equals 16. Third shape is a pentagon. Pentagon has 5 sides. 5 squared equals 25. The fourth shape has 7 sides, and the shape with 7 sides is called heptagon. And now is the time to calculate the magic number. 7 squared equals 49. So the correct answer here is choice B, 49. Admit it or not, but we need to consider this question as a chapter in the adventure novel of your learning journey. The more chapters you complete, the more epic your score of success becomes. You're presented with 5 mathematical equations. Well, those equations look unusual. The first equation is 1 plus 1 equals 13. 1 plus 2 equals 15. 2 plus 2 equals 26. 2 plus 3 equals 28. 3 plus 3 equals the missing number, which you need to calculate and select out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 35. Choice B, 37. Choice C, 39. And last but not least, choice D, 41. Pause for a moment, harness your creativity, and let's face this challenge together. The answer is just waiting for your insightful touch. Are you ready to showcase your solution? Let's get into it to see how our answers match up. To get to the final result, the traditional math here is supplemented by adding the number, which is represented by combination of 2 digits. Let's look at the example. The initial first equation is 1 plus 1 equals 13. But in addition to 1 plus 1 math, we need to add 11, the combination of digits 1 and 1. So the final math would be 1 plus 11 plus 1, and then the result equals 13. Let's look at other expressions to validate our assumption. 1 plus 2 equals 1 plus 12 plus 2 and equals 15. 2 plus 2 equals 2 plus 22 plus 2 and equals 26. 2 plus 3 equals 2 plus 23 plus 3 and equals 28. Which allows us to calculate the missing number. 3 plus 3 equals 3 plus 33 plus 3 and equals 39. So the correct answer here is choice C, 39. You're presented with phenomenally cool symmetrical hexagons. First shape has numbers 1, 2, 3, see the pattern, and then number 6. Second shape has numbers 2, 3, and 4, another pattern, and then number 18 at the bottom. And then the third shape has numbers 3, 4, and 5. And then comes the missing number, which you need to calculate and select your answer out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 30. Choice B, 32. Choice C, 36. And choice D, 72. Take a moment to review this problem and come up with your solution just like you would on a real test. Be sure to lock in your answer before time runs out. And we'll go over a solution together afterwards. Let's begin. Time's up. Do you have your answer ready? I hope so, because you would be amazed how simple the pattern actually is here. I'm pretty sure you've uncovered the formula for the first hexagon. 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 6. The question is how you would apply this formula to the second shape. To understand it, let's assign letters for each positions in the hexagon. Let's assign letters A, B, C, and D. And then the pattern here is that the numbers in the positions A, B, and C at 9, 12, and 3 o'clock, along with the multiplier, calculate the bottom numbers using the formula D equals A plus B plus C multiplied by multiplier. So the actual formula for the calculations in the first shape would be in parentheses 1 plus 2 plus 3 multiplied by 1, which is the multiplier, equals 6. You probably don't care about multiplier in the first shape, right? Just it's 1, it doesn't matter. But you would care in the second shape. 2 plus 3 plus 4 in parentheses multiplied by 2 does equal 18, which is the number in the bottom in the second shape. And you know what time it is, right? It's the magic time to calculate the missing number. So let's apply the formula that we've learned to the third shape. 3 plus 4 plus 5 in parentheses multiplied by 3 equals 36. So the correct answer here is choice C, 36. But wait, are you ready for more? Try this question to see how you would do. You're presented with 3 shapes. Each shape has 4 numbers inside. First shape has numbers 3, 2, 1, and 6. Second shape has numbers 4, 3, 2, and 9. And then the third shape has numbers 5, 4, and 3, which are visible. And then comes the missing number, which you need to calculate and select your answer out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 10, choice B, 12, choice C, 16, and choice D, 18. Once you've calculated your answer, share it in comments, and I'll give you my feedback. Good luck with this exciting challenge. My main objective with this question is to help boost your cognitive skills so you can become smarter and more intelligent. You're presented with amazingly cool looking shape. The shape has a placeholders for 7 numbers. And your goal with this question is to arrange the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 so that the sum of the numbers in each straight line is equal. I think you've got this. Now, why don't you spend a little bit of time to solve this question on your own and get to the final answer. And remember, it's perfectly okay to pause the video and think about the problem while looking for patterns. I have full confidence that you can solve this on your own. You've got this. Time's up. Are you ready to show your answer? Symmetry can really help us in arranging the numbers. In fact, numbers 2, 3, and 5 would be on the left side, and numbers 4, 6, and 7 would be on the right. Now, let's do the math to confirm the answers. 2 plus 1 plus 7 equals 10. 3 plus 1 plus 6 also equals 10. And then 5 plus 1 plus 4 also equals 10. Isn't this cool how we just solved it? I hope your answer also was correct. But if you haven't solved it, let me give you another tip so you can solve it in the future. If you place a small number on one side, try placing a larger number on the opposite side to balance the sums. This will help guide you in finding your arrangement that works. Well, I was about to say that I'm done with this question, but here is something else. I'm thinking, what if we place number 4 in the middle? Can we come up with the similar shape? I think it's doable. So why don't we both spend a little bit more time together to solve this question, and then we will look at the final answer. Time's up. Are you ready to show your answer? Here's the answer I came up with. We have 1, 2, and 3 on the left side, and numbers 5, 6, and 7 on the other side. And obviously number 4 is in the middle. Let's do the verification. 1 plus 4 plus 7 equals 12. 2 plus 4 plus 6 also equals 12. And then 3 plus 4 plus 5 also equals 12. You see how symmetrical this shape is? Numbers 1, 2, and 3 on the left are incrementing by 1, and same thing is true for the pattern on the right, 5, 6, and 7. Isn't this a truly magical shape? Guess what? I was about to say we're done here. I think there's a possibility to build this shape again with number 7 in the middle. Do you see it too? Why don't we do this then? give it your best shot and post your answer in comments. I have full confidence that you can do it, and I know you've got this. Good luck with this intriguing challenge. Here's an amazing question to validate your analytical skills and spatial reasoning. You're presented with the square, which is broken down into 4 parts. 3 parts are filled with different shapes, and 4th part is missing. You need to determine which choice would create the most symmetrical large square. And you need to select this choice out of 4 possible choices. Choices A, B, C, and D. Take a close look to see if you can meet the condition and select the right shape. Are you ready? I am moving forward to share with you my version of the answer. And obviously, if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. To solve this challenge, let's better understand what we're dealing with. We have 5 types of shapes. We have L shape, we have a semicircle, we have a semi-diamond, semi-heart, and rectangle. Each one of these shapes is located in a small square, and each one of the shapes has 1, 2, or 3 dots inside of it. Now, large square is broken into 4 small squares. Let's give each one of the small squares an ID. We will call them Area 1, Area 2, Area 3, and then comes the missing area, which we need to fill would be Area 4. If we go back to the original question, our goal is to identify which choice would create the most symmetrical large square. Let's look closely at what most symmetrical might mean. Let's draw a horizontal symmetrical line, and let's draw a vertical symmetrical line to help us define the symmetry in the large square. Let's look at the easiest symmetrical objects we can identify. For example, between Area 1 and Area 2, we can build the full yellow diamond. And to do this, we will use the 2 half-diamond objects with 1 dot. Between Area 2 and Area 3, we can build a full heart, using the semi-hearts and 1 dot on each side. The choice that we would need to select would help us build the circle between areas 1 and 4, and the circle would be green and will have 1 dot, and the correct choice will also help us build the symmetrical L-shaped object between areas 3 and 4, which will have 2 dots. 2 choices match both of these criteria, and these choices are A and B. Which one do you think we should select? Let's look closely to see if we can determine some additional patterns. For example, across horizontal line, if we look, there is a red L shape and blue L shape. So the key here is L shape. It's on the both sides of the horizontal symmetrical line. Same thing with green triangle in Area 3, and potentially we would need to have yellow triangle or triangle of other color in the Area 4. We can also see the symmetry diagonally across the horizontal symmetrical line. For example, a red L shape in Area 1 has 2 dots, and green triangle in Area 3 has 2 dots as well, which means that the missing object should have 3 dots symmetrical to the blue L shape. So the triangle in Area 4 will need to have 3 dots. Very similar symmetry exists between rectangle in Area 2 and Area 4. It should be a rectangle in Area 4, and rectangle should have 3 dots as well. Based on all of this analysis, I think the correct choice here is choice A. Did you detect any other symmetries, or did you come up with the different solution? Please make sure to post your version, answer, and solution in comments. Are you ready for more? Try this question to see how you would do. After realizing you made a mistake that hurt someone's trust, what is your next step? Choice A. Ignore it and hope they will forget about it. Choice B. Take ownership of the mistake and outline steps to improve. Choice C. Defend your actions to avoid looking weak. And choice D. Internally shift blame in your mind to justify why other person is incorrect. After you've selected your final answer, post it in comments and I'll share my feedback. Enjoy solving this cool problem. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you for helping us to become one of the largest YouTube channels to help people become smarter, increase your IQ, and to pass any test. If the content of this video was helpful, please make sure to click the like button to help YouTube algorithm promote this video and help other people to find it faster. Giving us a like is also a way for you to tell us that you need more content like this, and when you tell us, we will deliver it for you in the future. For links to free and premium resources, please check the description and comments of this video. You can also go directly to our website, howtoanalyzedata.net, to download the materials related to this topic. I really appreciate your endorsement, support, and patronage of this channel. And thank you for considering to become a member and considering to subscribe. Please leave feedback, suggestions, or corrections in comments. And all the best on your journey. I'll see you in my next video.